Hello, this is Debbie Kay with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you are watching Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We're here today talking with candidates running in the November 5th, 2024 general election. The League of Women Voters is grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Sailing Foundation, the League of Women Voters of Portland Education Fund, the Weiss Foundation, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me today is Tiffany Koyama Lane, running for Portland City Council from District 3, which covers most of Southeast Portland. Welcome, Ms. Koyama Lane.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Wonderful. Let's get started. Please tell us a little about yourself and why you are running for this office.
Sure. My name is Tiffany Koyama Lane. My pronouns are she, her. I'm also known around town as Teacher Tiffany, so you're welcome to call me Teacher Tiffany if you'd like. I just started my 16th year as a public school educator. I'm currently teaching third grade at Sunnyside Environmental School in Southeast Portland, but I've actually taught every grade between kinder and fifth grade. I'm a mom myself to a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. I am a community organizer. I am a leader in my union, and I am so thrilled to be running for the new Portland City Council in District 3.
Thank you. Tell us, what are your ideas for working productively with the other council members from your district?
Great question. Thank you. I am a very collaborative and curious person. I hold those to be some of my important values as to who I am as a human, as a leader, as a teacher, as a candidate right now. I've been lucky to attend some different events through the North Star Civic Foundation, which have been some of the most helpful ones that I've been to. In these events, we've gotten to meet with Mike Jordan from the city. We've gotten to speak with city administrators, city managers from all across the nation, whose job it was to help turn their city's form of government into the type that we are turning into. And through those meetings, all of those city managers really talked about who succeeds in this form of government. And they said time and time again that it is people who are willing to be open, collaborative, team players, people that can stay very curious. And so as I have been hearing that over and over again, I've thought, yes, that is exactly the type of person that I am, and that those are the situations that I succeed in.
Thank you very much. What, if any, actions would you consider taking to address the current concerns related to the critical energy infrastructure hub on the Willamette River?
This topic is so important to me as a mother, as someone who both lives and works in the Sunnyside neighborhood in the community, who works at the only environmental focused school in the school district here in Portland. It is so clear that this is a major hazard that needs to be talked about. We need more education about this so more people know about this. Actions that I would like to take or look into taking are things such as risk bonding, which will help ensure that what people that are polluting are the people that are also held responsible for cleanup or making sure that that they're being held responsible for the risk that community members are being put at. I'm open to looking into ways we might be able to revoke permits with some of these polluters and making sure that we're enforcing rules and also making new ones about protecting our river, specifically around setbacks against the river. So companies cannot be, say within 100 feet where they are able to dump things into our important river. My third graders could tell you how crucial the river is to our entire ecosystem. We are all connected to it. It is a watershed that we are all connected to. We need to be very serious about infrastructure projects that move us away from fossil fuels, in addition to this, and make sure that we are keeping this conversation alive and around, and we're not letting it stop. Some of the people who are at the forefront of this work are people that actually started Sunnyside Environmental School decades ago, and I've been so grateful to lean on their expertise.
Thank you. You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview and podcast of Tiffany Koyama Lane, who is running for Portland City Council, District 3. Our next question: are you satisfied with the performance of the Joint Office of Homeless Services? If not, what changes would you support? Please explain your answer.
I would like to name that this is a massive undertaking. You know, it's been set up in just a few years at this point, and of course, it needs work. We also know there was a 21% increase in people being housed through the Joint Office of Homeless Services. And something that I'm very, very aware of is that the city needs more coordination and collaboration with the county, definitely not less. That's why I've spent time meeting with folks who currently sit as county commissioners, folks who are hoping to be county commissioners after this next election, because part of that is the communication, the collaboration, the relationship building, being able to work together and make sure that the relationship is one where you can have conversation. There also needs to be a lot more conversation between the different nonprofits, the different city bureaus who are working on this. What I am seeing through these conversations and meetings is that there are a lot of situations where things are siloed and one group is not necessarily sure what the other group is doing. So we need to make sure that folks know exactly where to refer someone to if their organization can't help, that it's very streamlined, because when someone does need something like support for housing or substance use, it needs to be very clear how to navigate that system and one piece of that is more coordination, making sure that there's less siloing. I also know that, nonprofit workers are receiving there are public dollars that are there to connect people to services, and that we need to be making sure that those workers who are doing the hard work as social workers, as housing navigators, are well paid, have jobs that are sustainable. I know that the burnout rate is very high, and that's something that we need to be aware of, and making sure that someone who's doing that work as a housing navigator, they shouldn't be having to work 2 jobs in order to also pay their rent to live in our city.
Thank you very much. We have run out of time. This concludes our Video Voters Guide and podcast interview of the League of Women Voters of Portland with Tiffany Koyama Lane, running for Portland City Council District 3. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. To find additional election resources, please visit the League of Women Voters of Portland's website, lwvpdx.org, and then exercise your right to vote. Your voice matters. Thank you for your attention.